Hello fellow developers, and congratulations on making it this far in this tutorial series. In the previous videos we saw how to create a Postgres database, and we created a table in our database, the employee database. We created an employee table. We learned how to insert data to this employee table, as well as we learned to read the data using the select command, and we also learn how to delete data from the table. So now this is what we have on our table, which was left from the deletion we did in the previous video. And now we only have these two records, record with ID 4 and the record with ID 2, which means right now we have only 2 employees in our company. So now in this video we are going to be learning how we can update a user's data in our table, how we can update a user's data on our table in the database. I hope you followed up to this point to make sure you have exactly same data so you don't get confused. If you are lacking behind, then you can check in the description below. The link to the previous videos will be there, so you can keep up to date and know how we got here. But if you're okay with this position, then let's just continue. So the update operation which we are going to do first, in our original data we will see that we have the user, the worker Bob Smith, age 34, and the position production manager. So now we are trying to update this data. We are trying to make Bob an accountant. So basically we are trying to upgrade Bob's position from production manager to an accountant. So how do we then do that in our database? So to do that, we will use this command. So this basically, what you're seeing right here, this first line, is the command to use when you're trying to update a record on the table. So here it says update, then you have the table name. In our case, our table name is employee. Then you're trying to set the column to a specific value. In our case, the column is the position. You can see it right here. The column is the position, and the value which we are trying to set to that column is accountant. So the previous value we had is product manager, and the value which we are trying to set is accountant. So select table name, which is employee, set the column, which is the position, equal to the value, which is accountant, where we spoke about the where clause, where the condition is equal to this. So here our condition is that the ID should be equal to 4. So we are trying to update the table name employee, and we are trying to set the position as accountant where the employee's ID is equal to 4. So let's see that in action. So now back to our terminal. I'm going to start the execution process, and to do that we are trying to update the data for the user Bob. So we say update, then table, what's the table name? Employee. So we are trying to update the employee table, and we want to set the position. So we want to set the position equal to, now we are dealing with a string, so we have to use single quotes, equal to accountant. So we are setting the position equal to accountant where the ID is equal to 4. And don't forget to put the semicolon at the end. So let me read it once again. We are trying to update the employee table, and we are setting the position equal to accountant where the ID is equal to 4. So when I hit enter, then you see that we have update 1, which means it is a success. Our table has been updated. And so to check it, we use the command select star from employee. So we use select star from employee, then you hit enter, and now you will see that the user with ID 4 now is an accountant and not a product manager. So Bob Smith is now an accountant rather than being a product manager. So in order to practice again, I want you to change the position of Mary, that's the user with ID 2. I want you to change the position to branch manager. Yes, let's promote Mary from a regular manager to a branch manager. So how can we do that? We use update employee. So we are updating the table employee, and the table employee want to set the position, we want to set position equal to branch manager. We want to set the position equal to branch manager where the ID is equal to 2, and then you hit enter. You see it shows update 1. So to now see the change, you use select star from employee, and then you will now see that Mary is now a branch manager while Bob is an accountant. So we have successfully updated the 2 records in the database. So here's another challenge for you. Why don't you try changing Bob's age to 30? So try changing Bob's age to 30. You can pause the video and come back when you're done. Okay, I hope you were able to do that. So let's do it together. So we are trying to change Bob's age from 34 to 30. So to do that, we are going to use the command update. We are updating the employees table. So we are updating the employees table, and we want to set the age. We want to set the age equal to 30, where the ID, Bob's ID is 4. So where the ID is equal to 4, and don't forget your semicolon. You hit enter, it says update 1. So now to check, you use select star from employee, and now you will see that Bob's age is now 30. So first it was 34, and now we updated it, and now Bob's age is 30. So that is it about updating the data in your table. So up to now we have seen how to create, read, update and delete data from a table. In the next video, we are going to go up one step forward and learn about basic PSQL commands. So make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on that video, because you're going to learn a lot. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.